Welcome to engineering drawing class. Today we are going to solve the problem on projection of plane type 2. So the given problem is a thin rectangular plate of sides 60 mm into 30 mm has its shorter side in the VP and inclined at 30 degree to the HP. So project its top view if its front view is a square of 30 mm long sides. So we need to ask ourselves and we need to identify the object first. What is given? The object is rectangular plate is given. The dimensions of the rectangle is given as 60 cross 30 mm and its shorter side in VP and inclined at 30 degree to each. There are two conditions given in the first sentence itself. The shorter side is in VP and inclined at 30 degree to HP. So shorter side is inclined resting on VP means this is the type 2 problem. From this particular sentence we need to identify this is the type 2 problem. So type 2 problem means we know that the surface is inclined to VP. What is that? Surface inclined to VP. For this particular case, what are the steps you must know? Right? Inclined to VP. For which, now we are going to start. First you need to draw the front view here. Because the front view only gives the true shape. So this is the step number 1. This is the step number 2. First top view is the second. Then third step is second top view. Then fourth step is second front view. This is the stage 1. This is the stage 2. Now we moved into the third stage. You can find the final front view is drawn first. Then we come into the final top. So these are the steps we must know for this type 2 problem. Now you can compare the steps involved in type 1 and type 2. So I am going to demonstrate now how we are going to proceed and understand the problem here. So this is our rectangular lamina. It is given rectangular plate whose dimensions are given. This is 30 mm and this may be the 60 mm. Now I am going to mark the points. This is the one of the point A, B, C and D. Now how we are going to draw the projections for this particular case, for which we have this VB HP planes arrangements we are going to use for solving this problem. So this is the ground plane or horizontal plane. This blue color is vertical plane. Now the problem is given. It is a inclined to VP problem. So first you keep the object parallel to VP like this way. You need to keep. Now its front view only shown as the it gives the true shape. So first draw the front view like this. So this is the front view. Corresponding top view will come as the straight line. This is the first step. Now we move to the second step, for which now I am going to tilt in such a way that incline to HP. So you keep this small side because shorter side is resting in VP, right? This shorter side is resting in VP. You keep like this. Then we need to draw its corresponding front view and top. Right? Here the surface is something inclined. But if this inclination is not given, instead of that what given, we viewing in this front view, it comes as the square. What is given in the second sentence? Project its top view if its front view is a square of 30 mm long side. While viewing for the second step, right, second stage, its front view will look as a square. So this is the data given. Here the angle of inclination with VP is not given, right? Please try to understand in the given problem. Then we move to the third stage. Here this 30, the resting side, the sorter side is 30-degree inclined to the VP. So this may be inclined to HV. You need to keep tilt this, right? Again, you need to tilt this in such a way that this sorter side is, again you need to make 30-degree inclined to VP. This sorter side, which side is resting here, that side is to be made 30-degree inclined to HB. Then you will get the final front view and the top view. So these are the three stages involved in this particular problem. Now I am going to solve this problem. First step, we need to draw the horizontal line. First step, we need to draw the horizontal line, right? Okay, so draw the reference line XY. Draw the reference line XY here. Above XY, you need to mark vertical plane. Below XY, you need to mark HV. Now I am going to draw the step number 1 in stage 1. This is the stage 1. I am going to draw the step 1. Step 1 is front view. So already I told that you consider the surface is parallel to VP. Because this is a type 2 problem. Surface inclined to HV means first you need to consider the surface parallel to VP, then draw the corresponding front view. Now I am going to draw the corresponding front view. This is my front view for this particular rectangular plate, right? I am going to draw the front view of this rectangular plate for the given dimensions. You can leave some distance above this XY. Now I am going to mark here. This point is I call as A dash. This is B dash, and this corner point C dash, and this corner point is D dash. So I draw. This is the 30 mm, and this is the 60 mm. Step 1 is over in stage. Now we want to draw the corresponding front view. We can move to the step number 2. Now by using some suitable tractor and 2H pencil, you need to draw this. Extend this line, right? It will meet at somewhere at the point XY. You need to mark that point. Now I am going to mark these points because we are going to view the top view in this direction. So B dash is visible, so B. A is not visible, so I marked it as within the bracket. This coming to this point, C is visible and D is invisible. So this is my top, first top. So the step number 1 is first front view. This is step number 1 is first front view. Why I drawn this? Because it gives the true shape. This is step number 2. This is the first top, right? Understand? Now stage 1 is completed. Now we are moving to stage 2, for which what is given here? The square of 30 millimeter size. It's front view. Front view is a square. So for this particular problem, I am going to change this order. For this case only, I am going to change the third step as the second front view, because it gives the front view is a square of 30 mm longer side. So what I am going to do? I am going to draw the projection from this particular front view. First front view I am going to draw like this. From here also I am going to draw this. Now I need to make one square for 30 mm side. So you draw one vertical line from which you need to draw this 30 millimeter same, because it's seen as a square, right? So you need to complete this particular second front view for 30 mm long. The side is 30 mm long. Now I am going to mark the points. So what is the point here? Again this is A 1 dash or A dash. You can again put this is A dash, this is B dash, C dash and this is D dash. Because what is given? The side of this second front view is 30 mm. It is given. So this is the completion of step number 3. Now I am going to step number 4, for which I need to draw one projection line from here. That point is to be marked here and marked as this is B1 and A1. I mark this particular point, and through this point I am going to draw one vertical line up to some distance. Now take the compass for this distance B and C. Now take this point. By the compass you need to cut the distance we measured BC. By the compass you need to draw this arc. This point is I call as C1 B1. C1 B1. We need to join these 2 points by a straight line. This gives your second top. This gives the second top. This is the second top view point. If you want, you can measure this angle. Angle of inclination with VP is we need to measure and mark as the angle. Right. So we completed the step number 4. Now we move to the step number 5. What is the step number 5? Because it is given the resting side. Starter side is in VP and inclined at 30 degree to HP. So for which I am going to draw one 30 degree incline line from in this XY reference line. This is XY reference line. I am going to draw one 30 degree incline line by using your things. So I am going to draw like this. Right? I draw this. In which I am going to mark the distance. The A dash B dash distance. Because it is the resting side, I am going to mark here. This is my A1 dash and measure this distance A1 dash and B dash distance, and you need to mark here. This is my B1 dash. So from which you can, through the measurement by the compass, you draw this distance. Right? You need to redraw this square for the whatever may be the dimension, but we can use this angle 30 degree inclined to HP because it's given the shorter side is 30 mm inclined to HP. So we need to complete this particular final front view. This is A1 dash, B1 dash, this point is C1 dash, and this is B1 dash. This is the completion of the step number 5. Now we are going to finish this final step. So for which we need to draw the vertical projection and horizontal projections. First you need to draw the horizontal projection from this particular point, already we done. Now we need to draw the another horizontal projection from this particular point up to the end, like okay. Now you need to draw first vertical line from B1 dash because B1 dash in XY line only. So you need to mark up to here. Now we can mark this point. This is my B1. This is my B1. Final top view point. Now I am going to draw another vertical line from A1 dash. This line is I am going to mark as A1. This point is I marked as what? A1. Then from this point C1 dash, I am going to draw one vertical line. It means at this cuts at this point. So I got this again C1. Then you need to draw a vertical line from D1 dash. It means the horizontal line drawn from this D1. So this is my final D1, right? So I got this all 4 points. We need to join all these points by your tractor. So you need to join in the order, joining or connecting the A1, B1, right? Then B1, C1, right? This B1 and C1. Then you need to connect A1 D1, right? By thicker line. You need to join by this by HP pencil, right? Then only you need to get the full dimensions. So this is your completion of your final top view. This step is I call as step number 6. So we completed stage 3. So this is stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. We completed all the 6 views. Okay. Thanks for viewing this particular problem. Next